The drama in Salem never slows down, and Days of Our Lives fans are in for a roller coaster of emotions as Tate Black and Holly Jonas find themselves on the brink of an unexpected crisis. What starts as a seemingly normal conversation between young lovers might soon spiral into a nightmare that Tate never saw coming. In the February 18th episode of Days, Tate made a simple request. He wanted Holly to ensure she felt safe while in bed. His concern, stemming from their already complicated relationship, was meant to be a comforting gesture. However, Holly's response raised some red flags. She quickly reassured him that she was on birth control, but then she added something that sent alarm bells ringing for longtime soap fans. "Don't worry, Tate. Nothing will go wrong. Everything will be perfect." Anyone familiar with Days of Our Lives knows that statements like that are practically an invitation for disaster. Salem has never been a place where things go according to plan, and if Holly believes everything will be perfect, it almost guarantees the opposite. So, is trouble brewing? Could Holly's confident words come back to haunt both her and Tate? The unreliability of birth control in Salem, while Holly seemed certain that there was nothing to worry about, seasoned soap fans know that birth control is never 100% effective, especially in Salem, where fate has a funny way of meddling in people's lives. If Holly suddenly finds herself facing an unexpected pregnancy, it could change everything. She may have reassured Tate in the moment, but what happens if she starts feeling different in the coming weeks? What if she realizes that her method of birth control wasn't as foolproof as she thought? It's easy to imagine Holly beginning to panic as she starts noticing symptoms and wonders if she's pregnant. The thought alone would send shockwaves through her already complicated relationship with Tate, and it could leave her grappling with a major decision. Tate's worst nightmare unfolds for Tate. The timing couldn't be worse. He is already reeling from the emotional turmoil surrounding Sophia Choi's, Rachel Boyd, pregnancy, and the child that could forever tie him to her. If Holly were to suddenly find herself pregnant as well, it would throw him into a crisis unlike any he has faced before. Tate's struggle with Sophia's situation has left him emotionally drained, and the idea of Holly also carrying his child would be overwhelming. It would be impossible for him to ignore the glaring parallels between the two situations, and he may even start questioning whether this is all part of a larger pattern that he's trapped in. Accusations and doubts. Did Holly plan this? If Holly does end up pregnant, she may face some tough accusations. Tate, or others around them, might wonder if she orchestrated this situation on purpose. Could Holly have secretly wanted this to happen to strengthen her bond with Tate? Would she go as far as to use a pregnancy to ensure that she has a permanent place in his life? Even if she insists that it was unplanned, the doubts will linger. Some might accuse her of competing with Sophia, trying to prove that she has just as much of a claim on Tate's future. Holly's motives could be called into question, and even if she did nothing wrong, she might struggle to convince others, including Tate, that she wasn't being manipulative. The emotional toll on Holly and Tate, whether it turns out to be a false alarm or a real pregnancy, this ordeal will shake Holly to her core. If she experiences a delay or begins feeling symptoms, she will likely spiral into panic. The thought of having to tell Tate that he might be a father again could be overwhelming for her. For Tate, the anxiety of dealing with another pregnancy scare will push him to his limits. With the situation with Sophia already weighing heavily on his shoulders, adding another layer of responsibility and uncertainty could leave him feeling completely out of control. What's next for Tate and Holly? So what happens if Holly is actually pregnant? Will Tate be able to handle another massive life change, or will this drive an irreparable wedge between them? If the test turns out to be negative, will it serve as a wake-up call for both of them about how serious their actions have become? Stay tuned as this shocking twist unfolds, because in Salem, anything can happen, and nothing ever stays perfect for long.